Welcome back. Now let's get started with exploring how to load the data from CSV file in both Power BI Desktop and Power BI Cloud Service. Before we dive in, let's understand what exactly CSV stands for. The CSV stands for comma separated value files. The CSV files are simple text files with rows of data where each value is separated by comma. For example, if I open this CSV file. Look here, this is my CSV file. When I right click on it and then when I open it using Notepad, you can see that each column and its value got separated from other columns values. Each and every value is separated by commas. Hence, it is called comma separated value file. This file extension is .csv. The file name is sales W04 .csv4. This is the extension for the CSV file. Some companies, they have their CSV files available in their on-premise, which means in their local drive or in their local system. Some cases, they have their CSV file available on OneDrive or SharePoint, or in some cases, the CSV files are available on GitHub or cloud. So, all right, let's see what we are going to learn in today's session as part of exploring the CSV files. Okay, first we will import the CSV file in Power BI Desktop, and also we will import the CSV file directly in Power BI Cloud Service, and we will explore what is the difference between these two. And the next one is, once you import the CSV in Power BI Desktop, we will create some visual simple report, and then we'll publish it on cloud. And then we will add additional data into the CSV file locally. And then we will set up the data refresh. We will schedule a data refresh on Power BI Cloud Service. This one also will take a look at it, how we can schedule the data refresh in order for the previously published report on cloud to get the up-to-date data in it. How we can achieve this with scheduling the data refresh. So what are the prerequisites for this? You need to have the CSV files readily available. And next one is you need to install the standard gateway. Supposing you want to publish the report wherein you have used the CSV file on cloud, you need to have the gateway should be running in your on-premise or in your laptop. Otherwise, you cannot publish the data on cloud. No matter whether it's a CSV file or any type of file, if you load it in your Power BI Desktop and if you want to publish it on cloud, you need to have the standard gateway should be running in your laptop. You can use the personal gateway, but it is recommended to use the standard gateway. Next one is you need to have access to you need to have the credentials to access the Power BI Cloud Service. And the next one is, all right, so we need to schedule the data refresh. To start with, let's load the CSV file in Power BI Desktop. I just go to the Power BI Desktop. Okay, and then let's import the file here by clicking on the Get Data icon. Here we'll find the text or CSV. The CSV file or the text file, JSON or Excel file are also called as a flat files. So what I do is I just click on the CSV connector here. And the next one is I just open the sales W40.csv. I just click on open here. Since the volume of the data is not high, it will not take much time to load the data. So now it brought up the data preview window. This one shows only the sample record of the sales underscore W04.csv file. It is not going to show you the entire file data. It's just a preview window. With this, you can take a quick look at this data set and the columns to make sure that you are looking for the same file which you want to load it into your Power BI Desktop. And also you can find out quickly in case of any data related issues. But here we can see that in the first record, we can see some blank value here. So null. And if you scroll till the end of this, you can see the entire record the first record have blank values in it. We need to remove this blank value, and then right, and then only we need to proceed with data. We need to create some visual and all. First, we need to address the data related issues, and also quickly we can see that in the sales column, dollar value got mixed with the numeric value here, right? So the decimal value, along with that, we can see the dollar. So this kind of a Unicode character. Okay, so hence this column will get converted as a text data type, even though you have only one special character or Unicode character mixed with the numeric value. The entire column, the values in the entire column will be considered as a text data type. Okay, and also we can see that NA is there. Okay, there are some missing values are there here. So we need to replace them NA by 0 or something like that. Only then you can convert to the number data type. So here it requires some kind of treatment, reformatting. We need to remove the dollar and we need to replace the NA by 0. And then we need to convert this text data type of the sales into number data type. You might be asking this without seeing the data type assigned to sales column. How can you say it's a text data type? So if you take any programming language, you know very well, if you have any alphabetic mixed with the number value, the entire column will be converted as a text data, because text data type has the highest precedence. So all right, I'm going to hit the load button. We have 3 buttons. Obviously, when you click on cancel, the data will not get loaded. And when you hit this button, transform data, it will take you to the Power Query editor. Instead of loading the data, it will open the Power Query editor wherein you can see the data there. Okay. And you can do the transformation. Anything is required to the data, you can do it there. In my case, first I want to load the data, and then let me see if the data is loading it correctly or not. First and foremost, I want to check the load is successful or not. And then I go ahead and transform the data. Now it is establishing a connection to my CSV file, and also it is creating connection to the model. Now the entire data of this file gets loaded into my Power BI desktop itself. Once the data get loaded here, it will get cached in memory. You can see that the size of the file is 5.13. It is loading the data from this one. 5.7 MB or something, 25,000 records got loaded. Very good. So where can I see that the loaded sales underscore W04 files data and the columns? On the right side, you can see the fields pane. Right beneath this, the file which you have loaded will appear here. Look here. This is what the file we loaded into Power BI desktop, the CSV file. But next to this file, if you see the icon here, this is a table icon. So what what Power BI does is, whether it is a CSV file or Excel file or JSON file, even if it is a RDBMS table, or to put it in simple way, irrespective of the type of the file, once you load into Power BI desktop, it will consider everything as a table. All right, the next to this icon, you can see this sign. And when you click on this icon, right, so you can see it will get expanded. You can see all the columns belongs to this file out here. All right, where can I see the data? So you can see the data here. So you have an icon here. It's a data view. And when you click on this, it'll take some time to populate the data here. You need to have patience. Let's wait for some time. Yes, good. So I can see all the data belong to sales underscore W0 file, or the table got displayed here now. So if you scroll towards the right side, we can see that good. And also at the bottom, left bottom, if you see here, the total number of records which got loaded, you can find it here. Very good. 25,008 records got loaded there. 25,008 records got loaded. And if I switch to the model view here, by clicking on it, you can see the model here, the table. You can see the table with the structure. You can see it here. This is your data model view. So you can see it here. And when you click on any column here, and the right side in the properties, you will find the data type out here. For this column, data type, and then the format. And if you scroll down further, nothing is there. Okay, advanced, if you expand it, it shows sort by column, category, and data categories, summarized by is nullable, right? So you can see various options. Any of we will see to that a later point in time. At this moment, I'll just go to the report canvas. So here, this is your model view, this is your data view, and this is your canvas, the report view. When I click on this, it will take me to the report page. What I do is quickly, I will click on the table visual, which is available under visualization tab or pane. And if I drag and drop a few columns here, look here, category, I just drop it from this table. And the next one is the quantity or something like that. So quantity, I just drop it here. Good that I have created the visual quickly, and this is a table visual. The next one is what I do is I just go and click on another visual, clustered column chart. Here, I just go and select the country. I just drop it here. The next one is the profit, country-wise profit. I just want to see it. Good that when you look at this visual, you can easily make out that United States, in United States, we made more profit compared to other countries. That's what we can see it here. All right, so my reports are ready now. So I created just two visuals here. One is the table visual, another one is my clustered column chart. The next step is I'm going to publish this report on cloud. So where I will be publishing it, before that, I will save this file with some meaningful name. Save as load CSV data file. CSV data file. I just save it under that one folder. Now I'm going to publish this report on cloud. So what do you mean by cloud? This is my Power BI cloud service. For example, if you type in the browser app.powerbi.com, you need to have the login credentials. Since I already have the login credentials, it is getting logged in here. Good that this is my Power BI cloud service. I have a login credentials already. And on the left side, if you see this one, the icon here, right? So when you click on this one, it will expand the menu thing here. Sorry, you can see the other apps. And here what I do is I just click on the workspaces. The workspaces are nothing but your folders, okay? What I will is I'll just quickly click on the workspace. I want to create a new workspace. I just say dev sandbox data files. I just save it here. Or instead of saying data files, I'll just say retail analytics. This is the project name, development folder, this sandbox, okay? And I'm going to save this one. Now you will find the newly created workspace. Workspace is nothing but the folder name. In Windows, if you create a folder, you can store all the files in a specific folder, right? Similarly, project specific data, you want to store it. So, for example, you work on retail analytics, supply chain analytics, and finance analytics, HR analytics. Different projects are there. And all the files that are relevant to retail analytics, if you want to keep it in a separate folder on cloud, you need to create a workspace in this Power BI Cloud Service. So that is what I did. I just created dev underscore sandbox underscore retail analytics. This is a workspace, or we can call it a folder on cloud. Now I want to publish this newly created report in my local desktop into Power BI Cloud Service. I need to click on the publish icon here. I just save this. It got, okay. And then I want to publish it on Dev Sandbox Retail Analytics. So what happens here is it will ask you your cloud username and password. Since I already mentioned it, it is not asking me. Now what I do is I want to publish this report which I created locally, into this Power BI Cloud Service folder or the workspace, Dev Sandbox Data Analytics. I'm going to hit on click. And if you see here, nothing is there currently. It will take for a while to look here. This one got published. The publish was successful here. You see success. Load CSV data file.pbx got published successfully on the cloud. But if you notice one thing here, there are two files are there here. I just hit the publish button with the intention of publishing only this report file. The report file is load underscore CSV under the data file. The extension of this file is .pbix. But along with this, one more file is there. Okay. In order to publish this report on cloud, you need to have something called data gateway. So your data gateway should be running in our local system. Look here, I have already installed this data gateway, on-premises data gateway in my local system. Hence, it is running, it is up and running. Hence, I'm able to publish the report from my local laptop to the Power BI Cloud Service. Instead of saying local laptop, on-premise. On-premise is local system, local server. So without the data gateway, you cannot publish the report on cloud. This is not, you need to have the middleman or agent. The agent is something like your data gateway. Okay, now the report file got published. What is the other file? This is the data file. So when you load the CSV file, when we loaded the CSV file into this report, the data also available as part of the report itself. But what happens is Power BI, when you publish the report on cloud, it publishes the report as well as the data file automatically. We just clicked only the publish button. That's all. This report file, along with the data which got stored in this Power BI desktop, also got published automatically with the help of the data gateway. Look here, this is what the data gateway. This is what is running in my system already. In order to publish the report from your local Power BI desktop to cloud, this one should run, up and run. So the installation of this one is pretty simple. You just do a search in Google on download on-premises data gateway. Yeah, and then if you, or I'll just show you now quickly how to install the Power BI data gateway in your local system. You just go to the Google and just search download Power BI data gateway. And then look here, the first link, when I click on it, it will take me here. And if you see here, there are two options is here. One is the standard mode, other one is personal mode. It is recommended to use standard mode. Hence, what I would suggest, you just click on this, it will get downloaded. Once this file gets downloaded, look here, something like gateway install.exe, okay? So once this file get downloaded successfully, you need to click on this. This one will open up an installation window. The installation is pretty simple. Just click on next button. Look here, you need to say run, and then it will take a while. In my case, I've already installed it. I don't need it. So here it will show the default installation directory, and you need to specify I accept. You need to accept this one, and then in your case it will show the next. You need to click on next. That's it. You get installed. It will not take much time. Since I've already installed this gateway, it shows update. I don't want to update now. I'm going to click on close. In your case, it will show next. You need to click on the next. And you need to click on next until you find a message like installation was successful. You need to do that. Once the installation was successful, you need to go to the start button, type the data gateway, like how I did it. And sorry, here you'll find this one. When you click on this, it will open the gateway, something like this, the one I showed. And once that is up and running, then you're all set to publish your report to cloud. It is that much simple. Okay, I published this report on cloud. Publish this report on cloud. Along with that, the data set also got published here. Good. So now what I do is I just open this report file. See, one is a report file, other one is a data set. You need to note this point. And I just open the report file here. The report file, the report which I created here. You know, this one should be available on cloud. Yes, it is available. Look at the table, same table and same the clustered column chart. It is available on my cloud also. All right, so next, what we will do is I just go to the, now we are able to successfully publish the report on cloud. Now you understood how to publish a report from your Power BI desktop to cloud. All right, so what is the next thing? The next thing is what I do is I just go to my data set. And for example, here I have something like, this is the file that I used it to load it into my Power BI desktop. What I do is I'm going to add additional data into this file. If you add additional data into this file, you need to schedule a data refresh because the time when you publish the report on cloud, whatever the file that you used it, that file data only will get, will be made available here. So after you publish the report, later point in time in your local laptop or in your on-premise, if you add any additional data to this file, the sales underscore W04.CSV, it will not get reflected immediately here. For that, you need to schedule a data refresh. The one option is you can schedule the data refresh, or look here, this is my data file. You can click on the refresh now. What will happen is when you click on it, whatever the new data that you included as part of the existing file in your operating system will also get refreshed into this report. But it is not the right approach, doing the refresh now, clicking on the refresh icon every now and then. Let's say you have 200 reports. For each and every report, you cannot go to the data file. You cannot click it manually. So what it is, we can automate the data refresh. I just go here and then settings option is there. Here, what I do is before I do this, I just open this file. And let me do one thing. First, I will open it in the Excel to check how many number of records are there in this file. We'll go and check it out here. And if you scroll down and see here, you have close to 25,009, which means if you exclude the column header, you have 25,008 records are there. Remember this. What I do is I just right click on it. For the purposes of this demo, what I do is I'll copy this entire data and then I'll paste it once again in this file itself. So already we have 25,008 records plus 25,008 records. So 50,016 records will be there. We have doubled the data here. I intentionally left some space between the previous data and the current data. Or else what we do is write without any confusion. I don't want to leave any space. Look here, right after this 25,000 records, I'm going to paste the same 25,000 records. So 25,008 plus 25,008. Now, if I click on this and save it, so in total, now in the sales underscore w04.cc file, 50,116 records are available here. So these records should get refreshed, in this visual, because I have added the new data in my on-premises. Whatever the data changes I made it to this file should get reflected here on cloud report. This report I already published it. So how should I make sure that this report file will have the up-to-date data in it? For that, we need to refresh the data. How do I refresh the data? Like I said, you can go here and manually click on this refresh, but that is not the right way of doing the refresh. I just go back and show you one more time. You can see this is your data file. You can click on it. When you click on it, what will happen is the remaining 25,008 records which you added, that one will also be taken into account. Okay, it'll do the full refresh. I don't want to do that now. So, you can see the three dots here. This is called ellipse. I'm going to click on this ellipse. You can see various options. I'm going to click on the settings. And here I'm going to schedule the data refresh. In order to schedule the data refresh between your cloud and local system, right? You need to use some, to read the data from your cloud to a local system. You need to create some connection. How do I create the connection? We have something called gateway connection. You just click on it, expand that. And if you see here, there are two gateways, personal gateway and this one. Say, I don't want to use the personal gateway. I just go by this one. What you do is you just click on the manage connection and gateways here. This is your wheel icon, right? When you click on this, here we can create the new connections. It will open up something like this. Here you need to specify the name of your, gateway connection. Sales, week 4 sales data connection. Okay, just give whatever the name that you needed, but give some meaningful name, business name. Use some business name. And the department, okay, you specified the email ID. In case anything fails, it will trigger an email to you, to whatever the email ID that you specified, that email will be triggered. And rest of them, you can ignore it and click on save. But remember this, the connection name is week 4 sales data connection. Okay, we are done with this. I'm going to click on close. And next one is you need to click on the data sources here and click on the new icon, and you need to click on the down here. So whatever the one that I created, the connection name a while back, you need to specify it here. You need to select it here. And data source name, you can say week 4 source connection, something like that. Okay, whatever name that you want, you can give it here. This data source type is file. This is not this is a file type. Okay, this is not a table. So you need to specify the full path where the file exists in your local system on premises. I just go and say this one, including the file name, the sales underscore w04.csv. This is the latest file. It has 50,016 records now. And the next one is authentication method is Windows, and Windows username is your laptop name or the on-premise server name / and specify the Windows username and the password. That's it. I'm going to click on the create. Let's see what happens. Look here, the created week 4 source connection. In case of any error, you can find the error here. But in our case, there are no error. We were able to successfully create the connection and the gateway connection. Okay, so week 4 source connection. Remember this. What I will do is I just go back to the previous thing. And here the data gateway connection, what I do is, okay, here we have this data file path. It shows the date one and the local thing. So what we need to do is you need to select the connection. the weak 4 source connection, which we created a while back. So using this connection, what cloud does is it goes and reads the data, that is the data file, right? That is available in local system or in your on premises. So everything is fine. I'm going to click on apply. So gateway connection update, very good. And schedule refresh. You need to schedule the data refresh. You can schedule it, okay, so that the refresh will be automatic. So what I will do is currently it is now 3:15. I just go and select 3 here, and I'm going to say 3:30 p.m. So after 15 minutes, this one will get refreshed. So once it get refreshed successfully, you can see an increase in the value. Look here, currently it is 253K. Since we have doubled the records, see this one, how we got this? In this file, we have 25,008 records were there. And I copied the same data and I duplicated one more time in the same file. So 253 plus 253, 506, close to 506K value should be displayed here after the refresh was successful. Hope you understood with this how we can schedule the data refresh. Next one is all right. Now let's go ahead and take a look at whether the refresh has happened or not. So this is the file. Look here, when I check this schedule refresh, I just click on the refresh. Yes, the refresh has been done successfully. That is what we can see it from the refresh history status. Next, we will go and check it here. Look here, 253, right? It should be double up. I just 253K. So now it should be 512K approximately. I just click on it, refresh it. Now we will see what is happening. Yes, 507, somewhat close by. So we got this value because in the previous report, the previous visual, right before refresh, this report file was having only 25,008 records. And I just copied the same thing. I duplicated the entire 25,000 records, okay, into the same file. Now the sales underscore w04.csv file, if you see here, we have close to 50,000 records are there. Since we doubled the number of records in the same file, right? So we can see that increase in this one. Look here, if you see here, if I scroll down here, you can see about the 50,018 records, right? So if you exclude the column header, it's something like 5,000, 50,000. So almost right. Since we doubled the number of records in the same file for the purpose of this demo purpose, right? So now we can see that the data refresh has been done, and we can see that the report also refreshed correctly with the up-to-date data. So the on-premises data got refreshed. That is what I try to say here. Next, what we will do is we will load the data file directly onto this cloud. Okay, we'll load the data file into this cloud. Instead of loading the data in our on-premises Power BI desktop and then creating the report, we'll directly load the data on Power BI Cloud Service. And then we will create a report. And then what we'll do is, after you create the report, you make some changes to the file which you uploaded on cloud. In the sense, let's add some data to the file which we uploaded on the cloud itself. And then we'll go and check the report. Once you publish the data on cloud, or once you upload the data file on cloud, you don't have to schedule the data refresh. It doesn't require data refresh. It doesn't require the gateway to be running. Okay, it doesn't require any data gateway should run, and it doesn't require any data refresh. Okay, so what I'll do is I will just go to the cloud service here. What I do is I click on home, or I just go to the home workspace, and here what I do is I'll just go to the same folder, the dev sandbox retail. I just go here. This is Dev Sandbox Retail, but the other one was Retail Analytics. Okay, this is a different folder. Here, what I do is I'll just click on the new, and at the bottom you can see that .pvx, RDL, and XLX and CSV file. So when I click on this, I should be able to upload the data here directly here. What I will do is I will just for demo purpose, what I will do is I'll use another set of file, cloud service retail grocery. I'm going to take a file where we have less number of records. What I will use 111. So in this file, I have close to 10 records are there. Excluding the column header, 9 records are there. I first publish this data on cloud. I will upload this data. Okay, I'm not publishing it. I'm going to upload it. Look here. Here I just click on the Excel because in Excel file, and here the cloud service 111, right? So the retail grocery 111. It has got 9 records only. I just open it. So directly I upload the data on cloud. Instead of loading the CSV file data into your Power BI desktop, here I upload the file. So it can be Excel file or it can be CSV file. I know file type, it can be anything. Both of them are same only almost. And here if you see create report. So we have start from scratch. I'm going to select this one. Look here, this file got uploaded successfully on my cloud. So what I do is I just select the visual, table visual. And then I just quickly drag and drop month and sales here. I just convert a clustered column chart, and I'm going to say, now if you see here, the sum of sales is 910 for October month. I'm going to save this as with some meaningful name. Groceries, sales. Now, if you see here in October month, we have 910. Okay. The next thing, what I do is I just go back to the same thing, Dev Sandbox Retail. And here, if you see all, you have the grocery sales report, which we have created in cloud on cloud itself. Okay. And this is the file we uploaded it here. Okay. And this data set, what is this one? This one is available as part of, so this one is forget about this one. So grocery sales is the report. Once. Okay, this is the report file. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this file with another file. Okay, what I will do is if you see here, look here. This file, we have only 9 records. What I will do is I will take some more data from this file. See this, if you see this file, it has more number of records. Up to this, it is same. Okay, the 111 file, the 111 file have up to this records in it. What I did, I added additional data here in this file. Now what I do is for the purpose of this training, in the interest of time, I will just rename it with some other name. I will just rename it with this file name, 111. Okay, I'll just close this one. Already this 111 file got uploaded here. If I re-upload it once again here, the previously uploaded file will get replaced with this one. This file, you remember that we have close to 18 records are there. The previous one, we had only 9 records. And in this file, we can see that 9 more records are available in addition to the previously existing 9 records. So this time I will just replace it here. What I will do is I'll just click on this one and click on upload file. And then here what I do is I will just upload this file here. Just give me. I just go back here and let me just. Now I will upload this file here. The 111. I just load it here. So it will say replace it. Yes, replace the previous one. Now the newly uploaded 111 file have more records than what we have uploaded earlier. So now what I do is, this is what my report file. What I will do is I'll just go here. I don't want to create any report now. Already we have created the report. And this one, the file name is grocery sales. Look here. If I open it here, look here. Previously it was showing 910 for October month and 600 plus 580. And since we have uploaded the new file, right? So if you click on, if you refresh it here, you can see more value here, 2050. So with this, you are able to understand what we can draw a conclusion here is, once you upload a file directly on cloud, it doesn't require any data refresh. And at the same time, it doesn't require any data gateway to be run. Okay, since the data is already available on cloud, it doesn't require any scheduled data refresh. Okay, to summarize, we just looked at how to load a CSV file in Power BI Desktop, and also how to schedule a data refresh in Power BI Cloud Service, and how to upload the CSV files or the Excel file in the Power BI Cloud Service, and how do we create the report. And also we have seen, if you upload the CSV file or Excel file on cloud, it doesn't require any data refresh, scheduled data refresh. So all you need to do is just overwrite the previous file, data file, with the new data file on cloud, so that this file will get refreshed. Okay.